In Red Bull Street Style, you never know. Everyone can win.
It's a dream for everybody to win a world final.
This is the best one.
The best freestyle footballers in the world have been brought together to do battle in the land of the rising sun.
This is the competition in freestyle.
One-on-one, head-to-head, to see who's the best baller here in Japan.
Only one will remain standing to take the most sought-after title in the world of freestyle.
You fight for a dream.
And only one can win.
This is the Red Bull Street Style World Finals 2013. Tokyo, Japan. A city of stark contrast, from the serene beauty of its traditional temples to the hectic pace of its futuristic neon streets. Nowhere is this diversity more distinct than here, the magnificent Zojoji Temple, which stands in the shadow of the iconic Tokyo Tower. And it's this backdrop that will become the stage for a very different mixture of styles and character.
Freestyle needs evolution.
I'm just really looking forward to get a chance to battle the best.
Put on display by the best ballers in the world, all of them competing for the most coveted crown in the field of freestyle football, the 2013 Red Bull Street Style World Champion. 26 guys from as far afield as Canada to the Ivory Coast, Argentina to Sweden, South Korea to Mexico have touched down in Tokyo, ready to take their shot at the title. The flamboyant Sian from France sealed his place in the freestyle history books by being the first ever winner of the Red Bull Street Style World Championship back in 2008. But an ever-evolving and progressing sport has seen him struggle to match that success in recent years, something he's keen to address this time round.
In 2010, when I lost, it was I was really sad, because at this time I was doing a lot of show and I win almost all the competition I did at this time. People was expecting me to come back with the title, and I lost, so it was like I failed my mission. It was not good, so I cry. In Japan now I'm like more chill, and I see what's happened. I have my trick and I go on the stage confident. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. It's different for me because I didn't know how to lose before.
Daniel Dennehy from Ireland, better known to his competitors as Scenery, hopes to go one better than his second place at last year's event.
Getting so close last year, it was incredible because the whole year before that, in 2011, I was very sick and I couldn't even walk down my stairs. That's not an exaggeration. So when I came back from that and then trained for the competition and got all the way to the final, it was just a huge bonus for me. I have a couple new things up my sleeve. One of them is kind of like, I have it in my head, like if I get to the final, like it's going to be the last trick of the last round, you know, it's like big. So if I land it, it's like it's going to just be like, there, look what I just did.
Poland has become a breeding ground for some of the most impressive freestyle talent in recent years, and the best of the bunch comes in the form of the technically brilliant Simo Skalski.
The competition is huge. There are a lot of crazy players here from all over the world. Everyone has to win his own competition in his country to be here, so I hope you will keep your fingers for me. I'm gonna show my best.
Andrew Henderson from the UK has won almost every other title in the world of freestyle, but the Red Bull Street Style crown still eludes him, a curse he plans to correct this time in Tokyo.
I haven't won Red Bull Street Style yet, and you know, I've won all the other major competitions, so everyone is kind of, you know, waiting for me to win and expecting it to happen. And I really, really want it this year. I want it way more than I've ever wanted it, and way more than I've wanted any other competition. And you know, if I win, it will be definitely the best result for me out of any of the competitions.
The man with it all to do is the reigning champion Takura. His emphatic win in Lecce last year has made him a national hero and a global star. He may have the home advantage, but the pressure to retain his title in front of a local crowd could yet prove a deciding factor as he attempts to make his way to the final.
日本開催なので、たくさんの知り合いだったりとか日本の人に来てもらえると思うんですけど、やっぱりその中で、チャンピオンだっていうことを知ってきてる人がほとんどだと思うので、トクラがチャンピオンだから今年も期待できるって思ってくれてると思うし、その期待に応えなきゃっていうプレッシャーはすごくあります。そのプレッシャーにどう対応しようか今考えてます。
The rules are simple. 3 minutes, 2 players, 1 ball. The ballers battle it out in head-to-head heats lasting 3 minutes, each player taking their turn to put together the best string of tricks without dropping the ball before they pass it back to their opponent every 30 seconds, till the 3 minutes are up.
If you mess up the first 30 seconds, it starts messing in your head.
The ballers have to display tricks in a number of distinct freestyle disciplines, including upper body, utilising the head and chest to control the ball, lower body, where the legs and feet become the tools for a baller's tricks, and sit down, where the baller has to perform whilst in a seated position. Every move is executed under the watchful eyes of a panel of 5 judges, which this year includes 2 former Red Bull Street Style competitors, Japan's Yosuke Yokota and Daniel Roosboom from the Netherlands. Joining the freestylers on the judging panel is footballing legend and World Cup winner Marco Materazzi. The judges have the responsibility of deciding who will continue in the competition at the end of each head-to-head heat and who goes home. They determine their decision by looking at each baller's control, their creativity and style. Competition for the World Championship may be fierce, but there is a real community amongst the ballers.
We spent a lot of time together in lots of events, so I think when we go on the stage, sometimes it's hard to focus. It's my good friend.
Oh, we can't know who's gonna win, I think.
Me. Yeah.
I will be more...
No, me. Good luck, my friends. Good luck.
However, that friendship is put on hold the moment they step onto the stage and the battle begins.
When you're in that battle mode, you have this strength inside you, and of course, I always look for the other person's weaknesses.
I want the best guy to win, and if my friend, is better than me, then he deserves to pass again.
When the battle starts, those 3 minutes, we are no more friends.
When it comes to competing, at the same time we have fun, be ourselves, but it's a battle, right? It's what street style is all about.
After the initial qualifying stage, only the top 16 ballers go through to event night and the first round of the head-to-head eliminations. The venue fills to capacity with a crowd waiting in anticipation of a truly world-class display of freestyle football. For some, it's the end of a dream, with unexpected early departures for Sian and last year's second-place scenery.
When the judges were putting up the names, I thought I had it in the bag, but obviously not. But I'm happy because I did my best performance ever.
For those that remain, they are one step closer to realising a lifelong ambition and a place in the history books of freestyle. The 8 quarter-finalists that remain in the competition are Simo from Poland, Bangkok from Belgium, the reigning champion Takura from Japan, PWG from Sweden, Gunther from Italy, Andrew from the UK, Charlie from Argentina and Tobias from Norway. Belgium's Bangkok suffered a serious shoulder injury earlier in the day, but battled through the excruciating pain to take a more than surprising victory against the favoured Japanese competitor now.
I am very happy because I have an injury today, and I was like the Japanese guys now, and we were in Japan, so I think it's impossible to win this battle. I am so happy, so happy, so happy, so happy, so happy.
This win put him face to face with Poland's Simo in our first quarter-final. And even though he put on another incredible performance, Simo's devastating displays proved too much for the battered Bangkok, and the judges put Simo through to the semis.
It was a really tough battle. Bangkok is a very good player, but he's injured, so I had a little bit easier now.
The reigning champion Takura took another resounding step closer to becoming the first player ever to retain his title by seeing off Sweden's PWG with a flawless display in the second quarter-final. It was a rematch of last year's fixture between Gunther Celli and Andrew Henderson in the third quarter-final.
In 2012 in Italy, Gunther beat Andrew. Andrew is my friend, he's from my group, so I hope he will take his revenge. I hope so.
And after a nail-biting battle, the judges awarded Andrew the payback he was looking for and the all-important place in the semi-finals.
You know, I'm so happy that I've got this far already. You know, I was one of the favourites for this, but I never reached this stage in the Red Bull World Finals. So for me, I'm just going to fight for this one battle. Of course I want to win, but we'll see what happens.
The lineup in the last quarter-final pitted the five-time Argentine champion Charlie against the technical brilliance of Tobias from Norway. The tricks came thick and fast, both ballers trading freestyle blows in their attempt to stake a claim on the last semi-final spot. And in the end, it was Charlie that won the judges' vote and walked away victorious.
The best battle in my life, I think. It's amazing. I am really enjoying this moment.
Our first semi-final is a really hot one, going head-to-head the Polish technical genius Szymon Simo Skalski.
Freestyle is not a sport, it's like a lifestyle for me. It's everything. I can't imagine the world without this sport for me. It's something like, it's like religion. Beyond the family and the friends, it's the most important thing. I won World Freestyle Championships in 2011, European Championships. But this is an insane feeling because I don't feel like a champion. I feel like me, like normal person from a small village. I'm one of the best. I got my skills. I know what I can do, and I try to focus on the tricks, not of the audience. So I try to don't feel the stress and just be myself.
And the reigning world champion Kotaro Takuda from Japan.
優勝したことについては驚いたんですけど、やっぱり、去年の大会は一戦一戦戦っていくうちに、自分がすごいいい戦いできているなと思ったので、そうですね、やっぱり勝たなきゃいけない中で練習ができないっていうのは一番の矛盾で、周りからも勝つことを期待されている中で、練習できないっていうのは本当にもどかしい気持ちがすごくあったんですけど、でもそれはそれで仕方ないことだし、今までのチャンピオンもそれと同じことで、ずっとやってきたと思うので、これはまあチャンピオンにとっての宿命かなとも思うので。
Simo versus Takura. Game on.
Here we go, up first in our first semi-final, defending champion Takura from Japan against Szymon from Poland. Szymo's trying to work the crowd there, trying to get them on his side. So we're just getting warmed up, you can see here. Takura obviously starting off with a few ground tricks. A nice, small, simple transition there, hop through the leg. That must build up his confidence. Over to Szymon. Interested to see what kind of style Szymon's going to bring to the table now. You can see there he's starting to work some of the lowers. Working on his left foot, right foot, trying to get into some smooth transition. Great, absolutely flawless technique there from the foot to the head. Unbelievable skill there. Pulls it off with ease though. He's a hardcore technician, Szymon. Here's where it gets interesting. Takura second round. Let's see what he brings out the bag. Some more lowers. We're waiting for him to turn up the levels. Here we go. Takura world on the floor. Look at the smooth transition of this young man. Around the world, step overs, crossovers. Look at the precision. Left foot, right foot, crossover. Left knee, right knee, head. On the deck, he is an absolute king of the sit-down skills. Ooh, that is unbelievable. Not a foot wrong. Still got time to please the fans. Take a bow, Takura. I'm sure the judges would have loved that as well. How will Shimo respond to this? Working the uppers. He's chosen to go with the uppers this time instead of taking the route that Takura did. Very smooth transition. This is years of hard work and dedication, everyone. The level of concentration in some of these moves is unbelievable, especially from the shoulder to the head to the feet. You can see there from the shoulders to the head, the way he makes it look absolutely flawless. Great way to finish the trick. Anything Takura can do, I can do better. Third and final round for Takura. Here is where it heats up. Takura special, double backflip. Ooh! And he's made a crucial mistake there. Absolute schoolboy. Look, beautiful to watch. First backflip, second backflip clean. Just when it's coming down, take a touch, son. And he's missed it. A simple touch. Will he let it affect him? Will he turn it up? I don't think he's got enough time. Well, the judges have really marked that down. On to Shimo. Shimo now, surely he must capitalise on this. Starting off on lowers. Last 30 seconds to impress. Oh, and he's made a mistake as well. You can see both guys are absolutely going for this here. Both guys have made mistakes. Smooth transition to footstool. Transition to the side of the head. Back to the feet. Feet, side of the head. Look at the level of difficulty with some of these tricks here. You can see, look, sole stool, crossover, back on the sole, back over. You really do need to slow these moves down just to appreciate the level of skill these guys are putting in. Let's see exactly what the judges think. First up, Shimo. Shimo again. Takura, where's this going? Shimo! Shimo takes it.
Amazingly, the world champion Takura is out, and Poland's Simo takes the first spot in the final. Time for our second semi, and it's a huge battle between Britain's freestyle supremo, Andrew Henderson.
For me, I want to represent my life, and I think that's what you should do when you're on stage. So that's kind of maybe sometimes might seem kind of intimidating to the opponents, but that's just part of how I freestyle. You know, I like to think that, you know, I can play with the ball and then attack the ball, you know, and I never do anything to intimidate my opponents. I never wind them up or anything backstage. I just focus myself. You know, it's just about these 3 minutes when I'm on stage. Nothing else matters, just those 3 minutes right now. If you don't pass that, you can forget about the rest. It's just the most important one for me right now. Yeah, I think, you know, everyone's kind of expecting something, and I really want to not disappoint them.
Andrew faces the amazing acrobatic skills of Carlos Charlie Iacono from Argentina.
I started freestyle because I got injured. I have to stop playing football, and then I saw Ronaldinho performing some freestyle tricks. I say, this is the sport for me, this is what I want to do in the future. I think it's simple. Don't think about the other people. You don't have to beat the other. You have to beat yourself, and if you beat yourself, you will beat everyone. So being 5 times in national champion is, I want to be 6 times. It's not enough. If I win the world final in Japan, I think it will be an amazing title for me and for my country. I think I can, and I will try.
Our next battle beckons, Andrew Henderson versus Charlie. Let's go stage side for the commentary.
Okay, up next on our eagerly anticipated second semi-final, Charlie from Argentina against Andrew Henderson. Wow, look at that. That's the way to announce a semi-final. Gets a round of applause from Andrew. Charlie's definitely making a statement for himself there. Very acrobatic in his technique here, Charlie Woes. Pretty much a wild card. Not too many people know much about Charlie. You know you're in a battle when you produce big moves like that. Andrew Henderson up next, who's won pretty much everything there is to win in freestyle, apart from this title. Wow, look at that. Triple around the world. Just about gets it in with the toe end of his foot. Smooth work, Andrew. He doesn't want to miss a beat here. He wants to reply and let him know, hey, you're in a competition here, mate. Very smooth transition there from Andrew, from the foot to the side of the headstool, showing a lot of technical ability. Both guys mean business here. You have to wonder how much are these boys holding back for the second and third round if they're going this hard. Charlie up for the second round. He's starting off with his feet. Check that out. Backflip, smoothly caught as well. You can see the disappointment on Andrew's face there. Working into the soul juggles, soul stall, into another flick. The freestylers liking what they see. Andrew knows he's in a dogfight here. Smooth. I do think you could have been a bit tighter there at the bottom transition. You need to nail those moves. Back of the neck, down. Can he transition? Will he keep it? Well done, Andrew. You can see that on the slow-mo. It comes up, he holds on to it. There's a transition. Let's not forget how many people they're performing in front of at the moment and how much this means to him. Great work, Andrew. Ooh, he's made a mistake there. Lucky it's early on in the round. Ball back in. There we go. Well done, Charlie. Second time lucky. Okay, what's he going to put? He's on a handstand. Where's he going with this? Straight onto the soul stall. Wow. Handstand with the soul juggle. You are taking it to a different kind of level. He's got to be pleased with that. If that was me, I'd be buzzing right about now. And you still got time for a trick there. He knows he's landed an absolute belter there, and Andrew knows it too. Andrew, what are you going to do? 20 seconds on the clock. Double crossover, shoulder. I love the way Andrew's so smooth with his technique and transition from foot to shoulder to head. He wants this just as much as Charlie. Come on, Andrew, what can you produce here? Very nicely done. Smooth crossover into a stall, side of the head. Like your work. Andrew is so smooth. Look at this. Smooth transition from the foot to the side of the head. Still a perfectionist, Andrew Henderson. Still one of my favourite freestylers. Over to the judges. Charlie Boy gets the nod first. Charlie second. Charlie third. Charlie takes it. Charlie's through to the next round. I think it shocked the young man. Bitter disappointment for Andrew Henderson, but I have to say the young man from Argentina certainly deserved it.
So it's finals time, folks, and what a battle we have before us for the Red Bull Street Style World Championship title. It's Simo from Poland up against Argentina's Charlie. One thing's for sure, we have a new world champion in the making here. Who will it be though? Let's hand over for the commentary.
This is it, the moment we've all waited for. Grand final of the Red Bull Street Style World Championships for 2013. And I tell you what, I can't wait to see this. Up first, we've got Charlie. We know he likes to start fast. Will he bring the same intensity? Yes, he does. Look at that. You can see there, Shimo knows he's in a battle. Charlie's not letting up a single beat here. Trying to make sure that he puts his stamp on this round. Flawless catch there from Charlie. His points on the board. Should we say it was expected? A lot of confidence here from the young man. Next we have the hardcore king, Szymon Skałski from Poland. Poland literally has been a breeding ground for hot talent. Going toe to toe there. As you can see, they're so quick with his transitions from one leg to the next. If you blink, you'd almost miss it. Szymon is tipped to be the favourite, but let's not forget the acrobatic talents of Charlie, taking the bell for the second round. Interesting choice there, using the upper body. Show a little bit of creativity. Gets the nod there from Szymon, from the uppers. Here we go. This is his area that he loves to use. Fans loving what they see. On the floor, back to the headers. I have to say, great venue for the Red Bull Street Style World Championships here in Japan. Next up, we've got Szymon. Will he show the judges what they're looking for? That control, creativity and style. You can see there, he's giving the nod. He's showing him, look, from here to here. I love the way he moves smoothly from head to shoulder to neck to foot. Tidy, tidy work. You know how much this means to Szymon? He said this means more than family to him. This is like his religion. Wonder if he would trade his mum in for this. Beautiful work. Great transition and catch there. Next up, we've got Charlie. Is he going to nail that big move that he did in the semis? Will he go up? He does. Great stall. How will he break out? Ooh, and he's dropped it. I would have liked to have seen him catch it, to be fair. I think Szymo's a little bit relieved because that was his trump card. You can see that he's spent. He's been going toe-to-toe, round after round. Here we go, Charlie. Come on. End well. Do this for Argentina. Very well done there. But has he done enough? It begs the question. Szymon, for his final 30 seconds of this tournament, choosing to start off on the floor. His preferred and favoured soul juggle. Looks so precise. Look at the movements, left, right, Transition to the head, down to the knees, up, side of the head. Super. Pushes the same intensity as every other round. And there's the bell. The judges have made their decision. Here comes Marco Materazzi to announce the winner. He knows a thing or two about winning a title. Who will be the Red Bull Street Style World Champion for 2013? The winner is Shimo! Great work! Well done, Shimo. A deserved winner, a popular winner. You see he's joined on stage by his fellow freestylers. So there you have it, Shimo Skowski, the Red Bull Street Style World Champion for 2013.
It's totally incredible. I'm still in shock. I don't know, I still didn't realize that I'm world champion. I think God is with me. It's incredible.
He came into this competition one of the favourites, and he's shown why he's a worthy world champion. He took down the reigning champ Takura in his own backyard here in Japan to claim his spot in the freestyle history books and lift the 2013 Red Bull Street Style Trophy.